Welcome to Galthim Gaming and another content update. This one is for September 2023, and we're going to go over some really great things today. We're going to go over my new streaming times. We're going to go out and talk about the Frag Out Fridays with Rheapre, and I'm going to go over the Galthim DIY and repair and what to expect to see in the future. And we got some random game playthroughs that I'd like to talk about and some other ideas, and including, unfortunately, the idea of Patreon. As always, you will have a voice in this, and just send me those wonderful comments. Tell me you like this video, subscribe to me, whatever you need to do. What you guys say has a lot to do with what I do in the future, because I'm wanting to grow this entire channel, and if you say you want more content one way or another, I'm gonna do it. So you guys get to make all the shots here. If I'm going on the right path, just let me know I'm going on the right path. You want to see more full gameplays? Give me an idea. I also have some other things going on, but hey, you know what? That is too long of an intro already. Let's get right to it. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about today is streaming. Obviously my bread and butter. This is exactly where I started, and I'm still nowhere in streaming. I'm actually doing much better just making videos, but that does not mean streaming is not important to me. So I have increased the amount of time I have been streaming. I am actually doing Mondays at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and these are all PST, Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight Time at this time of year. I'm doing retro gaming on that one exclusively. I have in the past played some pretty good games. This one time at least once I played Zelda pretty close to the end. I actually finished it up on a video and sent it out as a full playthrough. There are some Tuesdays that I'm going to start doing some beginning coding and coding journeys. I'm actually working on a project for work that is non-volatile to work, so I can share it. It's actually my project, and I only run it, you know, after work hours, but it's a pet project that I've been working on for quite a while, and I'm fixing some code now, and so I thought that might be a great time to start sharing the beginning code and coding journeys stuff. I might start doing some other things there too, just to, you know, not show off my skills, but to learn new things. Wednesdays, the bread and butter section. Wednesday at 6 p.m. WoW Classic 25-man rating. This is where everything goes. Remember, I used to be doing 10-man rating. I was in the Bucket Brigade. We were doing pretty well in progressing. 25-man is a whole new ball game. So what happened was Bucket decided to move over to a new guild and had, you know, all of us basically migrate. And I think it was a beautiful thing. I'm happy to be in this new guild, Forlorn Legacy, even though I suck compared to them. They don't care. They have me do my best until I can get up there, and that's good. So yeah, I'm still raiding with them. I am not going to make too many edited videos of that stuff anymore. You're just going to get kind of the raw video as much as I can to throw out there, if I can get that far. If you guys really want to see the videos and you want it edited for content and time, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be glad to start doing that again. Otherwise, it might just be the entire raw stream. On Friday, I have random gaming. This could be any modern game or older game or whatever. I've been testing with Farm Simulator 2022. Maybe I can show some things off on there. I've got a few skills, but not a whole lot. Elden Ring, I keep threatening that, but I haven't gone back to it yet. I did a full playthrough of, well, let's not talk about full playthroughs yet. So yeah, there are plenty of things that are coming on Fridays. I've done the original Final Fantasy on the NES. I started that, and I started A Link to the Past at one point as well, and that seemed pretty good too. So I do have random games coming on Friday. Now, if there's a holiday on any of these days, don't expect me to be streaming. I still have a family that I have to work with here, so it's going to be a very family first kind of thing. So yeah. Anyway, again, to just outline it, Monday, some Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to be on stream. Most of them are at 3 o'clock. Friday actually starts at 2:30. It's a little bit of half an hour happy hour. You can write that one down because I'll never remember it. But yeah, that's everything for the new streaming times and content. That is over at twitch.tv/Galthim. Again, twitch.tv/Galthim. All right, for that exactly one viewer that probably really loves our Frag Out Fridays, not including Rheapre. Yeah, we are lacking those in a little bit, mostly me. I'm still working on trying to figure out all the ins and outs of my illness, and a lot of it is just me trying to navigate through life post diabetes. I know it sounds silly, but they change your medicine constantly, and you have to deal with the side effects, which I am highly susceptible to, apparently. So every time something happens, I turn around and I have to do something new. Anyway, Rheapre and I have not gotten together and actually recorded a decent amount of time. It's a lot me. There's some him in there, but that's okay. Any way you look at it, what I have done and what we have talked about is, at this point, him and I have talked enough that we've said, hey, you know what? You play a lot of first-person shooters, even when you're without me. Why don't I hand you the keys to that castle? So he's been working on getting content together, looking at it, making sure, he likes what he sees, and kind of navigating his own video editing and that kind of stuff. So expect to see that in the future. I don't know if he's going to drop it on my channel specifically, or if he's going to start his own channel, or if him and I are going to morph into one big channel. You never know. But when that day comes, we will definitely let you know what's going on there. We do plan on having some content together that is not first-person shooters as well, but that's a story for another time. All right, moving on to, speaking of playthroughs, how many times has that word been said here? Obviously, I made a little experiment that went awry. I started out with a Epic Games playthrough where I have a lot of free games from Epic Games, and I just go ahead and hit the button and say, hey, give me the random game, let me see what happens. Well, my first random game was called Dark Complete Edition. I did play it, and I went through it in about 4 episodes, and that was really good. Then I put it out there as a full playthrough, and that's, out there too. The thing is that nobody liked it, nobody watched it. I mean, there might be a like or two, including mine, because you're allowed to do that on YouTube for whatever reason. But it didn't turn out, and I think that's more to do with what the game is than anything else. I don't think even my subscribers were notified when I dropped that. So I don't know if it was the algorithm or what, but the Zelda playthrough that's playing in the background right now, it totally got a bunch of views. It got everywhere. And so I purely think it was game, and not anything else. So there's nothing there for that. But you guys tell me, is that a worthy series? Is just taking random games and playing through them and making it episodic, or a full game playthrough? You just let me know. What is better? Tell me in the comments what you like, what you'd like to see. I could do both. I've done both on Dark. What I did was I made the 4 episodes and then I kind of spliced them together to make one large episode. So, I mean, if you'd like to see both, I can do that. If you'd like to see just, basically mainstream games, because that seems to be what the algorithm says is good, I can do that as well, but you tell me, what is the best for you? We just recently hit 51 subscribers, and I would really like to say thank you guys wholeheartedly for believing in me and subscribing to me, and watching these videos. And hopefully I don't ramble too far on here, but yeah, you guys, you guys are what makes it. For those little likes and the times you share, and I get extra views on my channel, it's telling me that I'm doing something right here. So keep doing it, keep liking and subscribing to, you can only subscribe once, but like and share this with others that you think might like it. Ring the bell for the notifications, definitely comment. The most successful comment section I've had was from the Jimmy Buffett died at age 56 video, and I'm not saying this to be like, hey man, I got a bunch of I mean, I understand that he was a great man, actually sort of like one of the best. I'm currently learning my guitar, and he has come up a few times on this, where I've tried and I'm not that good yet, but he's an inspiration and he will be missed. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about that Patreon thing. All right, I'm gonna leave myself in the black here for the Patreon talk. All right, I would like to do something to offset the cost of this channel. I spend a lot of time and effort and even money, unfortunately, putting back into this channel as much as I possibly can. It started out as an experiment to see how little I can put into it. I started out with a USB microphone and some hopes and dreams. I found the OpenShot video editor, which I still use today, currently making it on this. I use OBS Studio. I did drop them some likes along the way, but we have that. I do a lot of research online for all of this stuff. I've had to buy the video games. And the one thing I hadn't talked about yet is the reason why I'm considering Patreon is to offset the cost just a little bit for the video game monthly box. The video game monthly box has been incredible. I got a lot of views on that one particular thing. I'd like to, be okay with that. I got extra subscriptions because of that one video as well. But it is a lot of money for what you get, and I can't always use those games to make a proper video out of, like Excitebike. I gotta tell you, it was a great game. But can I make more than a 5-minute video out of it? I don't think I have enough content inside of Excitebike. Captain Skyhawk. Wow. Skyhawk. Anyway, it's late. That game, I mean, it's a fun game, but I can only go so far in it before I blow up, because it is a Nintendo game through and through. It is hard as nails. So that content, and plus, that game's boring to watch. I have done it. It is very boring to watch. So that content's right out. The King Griffey Jr. game I got, I've tried to play it about 8 times. I'm giving that sports game a chance. Nope. I can't do it. So that just leaves me with Sonic the Hedgehog. That I could do a game or do a video on. But still, that was $50 for one video. That is more than I have paid for every other video combined, unless you count my time. One of the biggest reasons why I've decided to throw just the raw video of the raid for Wednesdays is because for 3 hours of the raiding, I had to do 9 hours worth of editing at the very least. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed making content, but I put myself on a tight schedule and I was really kind of alienating my friends and family, so that's not going to happen anymore. But to put this in perspective, I don't actually need money per se. I do have a normal job that I work with and everything, but I would like to offset the cost of something I wouldn't normally do if I didn't have a YouTube channel, and that probably be that video game monthly box. I do really enjoy opening them though, so that first video is not a fluke. I do genuinely enjoy opening them and love exactly what's going on there, so I might have that box now even if I weren't doing YouTube videos anymore ever. So it was pleasantly surprising that I really enjoyed it, and I can switch things around. The one thing I'm missing out of that box is that first box had 4 games. 2 of them were Nintendo, one of them was Genesis, and one of them was N64. I only have 5 systems marked, and out of 4 games, I didn't see anything from the Sega Master System or the Super Nintendo, which I would really like to see. And yes, I understand the Sega Master System probably doesn't have a whole lot of games that are really fun or whatever, but I've got a few games that I'm going to play here later. I can't play Altered Beast past like the 2nd level, but Rampage I can play for hours. But you know, I know they're old and they're in their own right, but I would like to see more games from the different eras and kind of get that library built. Yes, I understand. NES games, there's like 9,000 of them, so I'm gonna get more of them than everything else. But you know, let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's get some variety going. And when I say variety, I don't mean sports games, because yeah, I don't like sports games. What can I say? All right, anyway, that's enough rambling. The other thing I'm thinking of is possibly selling some art. Maybe t-shirts, hats, or something like that. I do have a couple of pictures I'm going to show you guys here. Just take a look at this first one. Yeah, this is the Galthim Gaming wizard, I guess you could say. I don't know why I made this. It's just really fun. And then, of course, here's the standard logo that I have. Now, the standard logo has problems, so I'm going to have to alter it. But you know, that's okay. And then here's one I made. It was really fun. I did it with Rheapre's permission. So here's the Rheapre. Were we going to use this one? Probably not, but it was just fun to do. This is actually my art. I did this in GIMP using a Wacom pad, and so I had lots of fun doing this. But if you guys are interested in seeing that on t-shirts, hats, that kind of stuff, put it in the comments below and I will see what I can do to get that stuff on there. I do have some other pictures too, but there's some copyrighted material in the other pictures, so I don't want to put those out there. But these 2 here, these are probably, you know, my faves. Anyway, that's everything. Again, thank you guys for watching and talking to me, and you know, definitely for all the comments you're about to give me on how you think I should run this channel and how I should do monetary things. Just let me know in the comments exactly how you feel. We'll see what we could do. Until then, stay up, stay safe, and game on.